So, this is me in the past. I'm currently in the middle of making the Ultimate Spider-Man episode of Big Damn Love, and so I thought, why not capture some gameplay? Because this has been an interesting journey to revisit. I first played this game on this memory card, actually. Whoop. This memory card back in, I guess it would have been 2006? The game came out in 2005, I think I played 2006. And, yeah, oh, loading. Are we still in shot properly? Yes, it is good. It was a treat because Spider-Man 2 the year before had been such an amazing game that I was desperate to play Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, that's loud. There we go. Ah! I was so excited to play Ultimate Spider-Man because Ultimate Spider-Man is one of my favourite comic books. Was then, still is now. That entire series is one of my absolute favourite things ever put into print. The majority of the run was put together by Brian Michael Bendis, who's always who had always written it and wrote it till its finish. And that's quite loud, isn't it? And then there was Mark Bagley, who did the art around this time. That's his artwork there on the screen. And I think Stuart Immonen and Sarah Pacelli picked up the pencils later on as the series went on. Basically, it was pretty damn amazing. It's one of my favourite runs ever. If you ever want to get into comics, pick up Ultimate Spider-Man, The Ultimate Collection. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, because that's basically the start of it. Peter Parker's story. Don't start with Miles Morales. Miles Morales is amazing, but work all your way through Peter, and then when Miles' story starts, there's a lot more poignancy to it. When he takes up the mantle of Spider-Man. Oh, demo. No, you're alright. Okay, let's get started. Turn it down slightly, because it's quite loud in my headphones. When I normally do footage capture, I'm obviously not like this with the graphics. So I've got two different settings on my OBS that I record with, and the settings on this are all over the shop, because the last thing I captured on this preset was when we did our Marvel Heroes playthrough, which was easier to do because it was in a big wider room, whereas this time it's me in my office alone with the sunlight burning my face. Okay, so here's Peter Parker. Look at his little waist. Look at his crotch. He's 15, don't do that. Now, it's similar to Spider-Man 2 in the control layout, the swinging and everything, but obviously, as you can see, it's cel-shaded. It's not trying to look like real people. Little snort there. Hope you enjoyed that. You can climb up the web mid-swing. Looks like illustrations. And we've got a story mission up ahead, that beam in the sky. No, it's not the finale of any superhero movie circa 2012 onwards. Oh, a red there that either means there's someone in trouble, or there's a crime being committed. It's a crime, there's the bad guys. Let's go surprise them, shall we? Oh. There we go. Ha! That's what I like about this. You sort of apprehend villains. They don't just die and then fade. They do tend to fade away. But the suggestion is to web them in place. You know, foil a crime, like Spider-Man would do. As the physics-defying double jump. What is nice is I think Spider-Man 2 did this first, but this one carries it on. Finally, webs only work based on actual physics. So I'm next to a building. Web. Oh, I've got to go over there. There. Let's do a race. I'm pretty terrible at it. Oh no, it's a fighting one. It's not a race. It's a... The Die Cast are an uptown pack of weekend warriors obsessed with modifying their bodies with black market cybernetics. Those who cannot afford real augmentations settle for high-tech gadgets they order on the interwebs. Alright, let's give that a try, shall we? Fight some bad guys. Arrow's saying to go this way. Physics-defying jump. Hey! See, I'm on this side of New York. I'm in the proper New Yorky side of New York because... Oh. Because I went to the Bugle to pick up a paycheck, and yeah, oh, that's not happened yet. Alongside this, I've been rereading War of the Symbiotes, which is the comic book story that sort of adapts this game into the official continuity of the book. And in that, you do go to the Bugle, and Nick Fury talks to you on the roof and tells you not to get involved in the Beatles robbery, but that's not happened in the game yet. Obviously, in the comic book, you don't read it from Venom's point of view, except for one issue where you straight up do the start of the War of the Symbiotes storyline, which is a comic book adaptation of the events of this game, which was written several years after the game by Brian Michael Bendis, the guy who wrote both. Opens with an issue where Eddie Brock's talking to different people in a park, like basically telling them the story of how he got to where he's got to at this point. And every time it cuts back to him sat on the bench, he's talking to a different person, implying that every person we've seen him tell the story to, he's eaten. Because Venom devours people in this game to continue living. It's how the suit powers itself. You'll have found out all this stuff in the Big Damn Love episode, no doubt, which I've not recorded or completely written at this point in time. So, links below in the description. There. Never look away while you're webbing, Johnson. Not to be confused with webbing a Johnson. Hey! String up to a lamppost. Forgot you could do that. Oh. Doesn't incapacitate him completely then? That ought to do it. Give me a health. Thank you very much. Oh gosh. Trying to make our name in the world by fighting a child in pyjamas. Thing is, to get on camera for this, I'm sat incredibly close to my laptop, which is what I'm capturing the footage on. So there's all this cable from a PS2 controller just bundled here. Look at that, just bundled. The PS2's right here. So, yeah. Apologies if at any point you hear me like making kicking sounds under the table. It's not because I'm being given a treat. Oh, that guy's got a big ass cannon. Not to be confused with an ass cannon, which gives him donkey powers. I'm sorry, is that a hen house? Is that a rooftop hen house? Oh, these guys could actually take me out. Hey! Full health. Nice. Right, where was the story? It was over the bridge. So I've got to get back to Queens. So if we follow the highway, imagine the other bridge is over there. That's what's quite nice about this one, is it's in the comic book. He is a 15-year-old school kid who does some website editing and maintenance for the Daily Bugle in the main city of New York. So obviously you have these big buildings you can swing on, and obviously he's still a high school student over in Queens where there are less big buildings. So here I'm web zipping like crazy, but when we get over there, you'll notice there's a crime. Less web zipping, more oh. Yeah, whatever. Less web zipping over in Queens. Less web swinging over in Queens, more web zipping. It's like here I've got places I can swing off of. Ah! Did I tell you I hate trees? Where's this hospital, man? Is this hospital? Yes. My god. So what's nice is a lot of the quests in this are similar to Spider-Man 2. So like there, you know, we just rescued a dude who was in trouble and took him back to, what do you call it? Took him to the hospital. Like in Spider-Man 2. The one task they get rid of from Spider-Man 2 is the annoying kid with my balloon. Although the first thing you do as Venom, which I'll show you in the Big Damn Love episode, is teaching you about how Venom's powered, like his life draining works. One of the first things you do as Venom is devour a child who's lost their balloon. Because even the Spider-Man games know how much you hated that side mission. So by way of apology, you get to cathartically eat the balloon child, albeit not the same kid. Because this is a different universe. So as I was saying, yeah, like we're heading over to Queens now, heading over to that slightly flatter version of New York, which means a lot more web zipping than web swinging. Is that up there? Yeah. So yes. But I like the fact that, you know, he's a high school kid, he's not usually high tech, so they need to give you the sense of like, oh god, I've got to get back to school, oh god, I've got to get back before Aunt May notices I'm gone. So they do that, like they sort of help that feeling happen by having you travel across the bridges to get to the other part. Because obviously in a lot of the late Spider-Man games, they just set it in Manhattan proper. Because you're an adult, you don't have to worry about these things. But here it's like, no, you're a high schooler. You need to get the sense of trying to juggle your life. Speaking of juggling. That cop just shoot him. I don't mind telling you that you nearly shot a guy just then. Was that graphic? That's weird. There's lots of little Easter eggs for fans of the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. Like in this, Kraven the Hunter is basically like a live TV version of sort of, you know, crocodile hunts, things like that, except he hunts game for fame. He's not like a nature lover per se. He's an Australian bounty hunter who bounty hunts on TV pretty much. So you'll notice billboards for Kraven's show every now and again. Is this a race? Yeah, let's do some story beats. I'll do a race later. There's a Kraven billboard. Kraven the Hunter. What is that? I don't know, but I've got money! I've got money! Let's find out what's going on here. Oh, she's being mugged. Oh, so the lamppost thing is just a temporary stunner, basically. I don't know what is happening. It says there's another one of them. Oh, it's your police. Oh, you're the bestest.
My books are still in my locker.
Right. Is that a combat challenge? That's a race as well. Let's just get to the story mission. Nah. 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 It's catching it. Nah. 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 Okay. Oh, God. Oh, Venom's eating me head. Nah, just had a drink of water, though. Oof, pounding it. Just pounding it. In the comics, of course, normally in the normal 616 universe, Venom can elude Spider-Man's spider sense because the symbiote won't be detected by it. However, here in Ultimate Spider-Man, it's slightly different. Eddie being around sends his spider sense off the scale, like he can feel the danger of it coming. And it's because the symbiote wants to really be part of Peter once again. By Jiminy. Oh, who are we going to play as?
Eddie? Oh my god! I thought my head is killing me. What's going on?
Could put an effect on it when he's doing internal monologue. Who are we going to play as? Because we play as both in this game. It's been a very long time since I played this. 11 years, so I can't remember. Oh shit, is it a boss stage?
My head.
Avoid him! Avoid him!
The suit is absorbing absorbing my web. It's not working. The suit is swallowing my webs.
Ah, get out!
Eddie, no! I have to get away from Eddie, but I have to keep him from hurting anyone.
Combo breaker!
Just being near Eddie is...
It keeps swallowing us! I can't remember if there's a difficulty on this. If there is, I didn't set one.
My head. Ow. Why is this happening to me?
Because I fought Rhino before, and my god, like, difficulty level wise, he never stops.
Let go
Ah!
of me.
I don't kiss on a first date, you dirty bastard!
Can't stay too close for too long. Something about Eddie.
Something about Eddie. I just want to be inside him.
Let go.
God damn it, Peter!
Staying close to Eddie for too long is not a good idea.
I'm gonna die. Oh, no, apparently I'm not. Of course, you wouldn't take him out completely.
Don't make me hurt you, Eddie. I'm totally
Oh.
serious.
Just thought I'd whip you with me, Willy? And then not quite grab you. PS2, folks. PS2. Biggest selling console of all time. Silver Sable.
Rock. Sit.
Roll over. Do a show tune.
Guys, the shield. They're in the way.
Nope, they want to take him back to Roxon. Or is it Trask? It's Trask Industries, I think, in the storyline.
Tango down. Prep for evac.
Silver Sable, coming soon to a theatre near you. Apparently. Because Amy Pascal.
Hey, what is this? What's going on?
Nothing that concerns you.
My bruised ribs, baby.
Imagine if that Spidey Cinematic Universe without Spidey that Sony are planning to do sucks real hard, which it probably will. And then Tom Holland's got to reluctantly go and play in it when they wrap up his Marvel contract. That'll suck. Suck so bad. New city goals! Before I do anything, I'm going to bloody save, son. Ah, big damn. Overwrite the save. Right, so that's a sample of what Ultimate Spider-Man was like if you just want to see some gameplay in full and uninterrupted by my nonsense. Of course, if you want to see more stuff from me and Matt, including occasional gameplays, because this is one of the few we've done now. If you like Let's Plays, let me know and we'll do some more. You can also watch me stream and stuff on Twitch from time to time over on Official CDJ, so please make sure you do that. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the big damn love about Ultimate Spider-Man. We've got plenty more episodes still to come. Mwah, I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye.